Happy Tuesday, everybody. All right, I'm going to explain what you guys are working on today. Okay, so yesterday you should have completed this activity in which you basically filled in these blanks here for these words. What you're going to do today is you're going to work on creating some more of a dictionary for yourself with the vocabulary slides. So just to show you an example again, they look just like this. Okay, so you take the word, you put the word on top, you have the definition, you have the word being used in a sentence. Please do not use my sentences. You have a pictorial representation of what the word should look like. And then here on the bottom part, probably one of the more difficult things is you have to find either an antonym or something that is not an example of it. Okay, so again, definition, word in a sentence, picture representation of the word, and then something that's either the word it's opposite or something that's not a group. So what I mean by that, which is this one's kind of a little bit tricky, is let's look at the words here, okay? So let's go back. So when I look at some of these words might not have a word that's the exact opposite of it. So if I look at this word skittish, I can probably find a word that means the opposite of not easily scared. But if I look at the word beckoned, which basically means to make a gesture of somebody to come over here, that is a word that doesn't have an opposite. So when I go to do beckoned, I'm going to have to find a word that doesn't mean to call over. Okay? So what I might put is maybe waving goodbye, right? So instead of saying beckoned, I would put waving goodbye in this bottom right corner because that would be something that's not the same as calling over, okay? But again, if I was using the word skittish, which means easily scared, I can probably put a word here that means the opposite of easily scared, okay? So again, word, definition, sentence, picture, and then either a word that is the opposite, which is an antonym, or a word that means something different. Okay. Now, as soon as you are done with that, obviously you're going to be putting on these. You're going to be putting them on these slides here. Okay, right. So just use this form to do that. As soon as you are done with that, I need you. Actually, you should probably pause the video and then just work on this. When you're done with that, you're going to work on the second part, which is a compare and contrast activity. Okay, so this compare and contrast activity deals with the novel that you're reading and Jen. And in the story, they actually mention a very famous speech by Patrick Henry. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch this video here, which is someone reading excerpts from Patrick Henry. It's actually a famous actor who reads these excerpts. And what I want you to do is you're basically going to compare how was Jen's feelings about making change and how were Patrick Henry's feelings similar. Okay? And you're going to basically use chapters 19 and 21 to look at how Jen felt about things. And you're going to basically use the video and you're going to compare and contrast them. Okay? Make sure that you are using evidence from both, right? So you need to have evidence from the book, right? From chapters 19 through 21. And you also need to be using, using the video. Okay? So the video and chapters 19 through 21. Okay? And that is basically it. Okay? So again, that's what you're doing.